DavidCKorten, The Post-Corporate World, Life After Capitalism. In The Post-Corporate World, Life After Capitalism, DavidCKorten guides readers through an awakening to understanding the values of life and the importance of balance, synergy, and harmony within our world. At the same time, he outlines the dangers posed by the world of money and capitalism, which focuses on unrestrained growth, exploitation, and the objectification of life. Korten takes time to analyze the fundamental concepts of capitalism, and elaborates on the essential building blocks that help preserve life on Earth. He targets the pressing issue of climate change, environmental degradation, and the widening socioeconomic gap, urging readers to shift their focus towards community, self-organization, sustainability, and cooperation.
Earth's crisis calls for awakening. The book argues that we have come to a critical point in the existence of our planet. It urges us to assume responsibility before it is too late, advocating for a political and spiritual awakening. The author emphasizes the need to prioritize the spirit over material wealth to avoid damage beyond repair. The call to action is for humanity to seize control of its destiny and work collectively towards a sustainable future. The message is clear: we must act now to revive Earth before it's too late. The battle between two songs. The book explores the clash of two worlds, the world of life and the world of money, and their impact on humankind. The world of life embodies the fundamental building blocks necessary for life, while the world of money thrives on sustained growth in trade, profits, and tax receipts. While the former promotes balance and respect, the latter puts a price on everything, including life, and dominates our existence. The battle for the soul of humankind between these two songs is ongoing, and the book delves into the ensuing consequences and possible solutions. The Illusion of Capitalism. The book's section explores the hidden facets of capitalism that limit global economic success. It begins by explaining the original concept of capitalism and how it differs from its present-day manifestation. The economic structure today only benefits the privileged minority, which goes against Adam Smith's democratic, self-managed economy. Capitalism pretends to support a healthy market economy, masking the harmful effects it has on society. The section explains the conditions needed for an ideal market economy: balance, full information, national investments, and the creation of productive capital. Then, the author deftly compares this with the myth of King Midas, who learned a valuable lesson that money is worthless if it destroys life. The book goes ahead to reveal how capitalism aggravates environmental and social problems while prioritizing financial gains over life. The Illusion of GDP Growth. The calculation of GDP involves depreciation being counted as a positive contribution to output, leading to an illusion of growth. The depletion of non-renewable resources is not subtracted from GDP growth, and corporations' profits come at the cost of society. The triumph of capitalism is at the expense of the majority. Depletion of capital. Natural, human, social, and institutional capital deplete as a result of unsustainable practices including strip mining, overfishing, substandard working conditions, hazardous waste dumping, and corporate bailouts, resulting in the weakening of environmental, health, and labor standards that are fundamental to the long-term health of society. Communities feel the negative effects of businesses that relocate in search of lower operating costs, union breaking, and lower wages, leading to social capital depletion. Workers are at risk of ailments caused by subpar working conditions that lead to human capital depletion. Additionally, millions of dollars are spent on campaigns to win public subsidies for businesses, resulting in institutional capital depletion. Learning from nature. The natural world offers valuable lessons about self-organization, cooperation, and sustainability. Life rewards those who prioritize frugality, equitable resource sharing, and recycling. The key to a sustainable human economy is to align with nature's principles of freedom of choice, cooperation, and diversity. In contrast, capitalist systems that prioritize individual gain and control are unsustainable and detrimental to the whole. To create a thriving economy, it is imperative to champion the needs of the community as a whole, adapt to physical surroundings, and foster creativity and diversity. Ultimately, we need to view our economy as a shared living capital that depends on our collective ability to learn from and cooperate with the natural world. Taking action for change. The book emphasizes the need for change at all levels and encourages readers to start by making personal changes. It highlights the importance of considering the long-term effects of our actions, using the example of timber and fishery destruction. The author stresses the need to recognize the value of productive potentials in ecosystem services. Simplify your life's financial side. The book advocates simplifying your life by reducing consumption, calculating purchases in terms of time and energy, buying small, buying local, and more to contribute to the local economy. It also places importance on life-affirming work, being informed on corporate agendas, voting with your dollars, supporting nonprofit organizations that challenge the capitalist system, and avoiding debt to avoid contributing to the inevitable collapse of the current social and environmental system. In a world that glorifies consumerism, simplifying your life may seem like a radical idea, but the book argues that it can be a revolutionary act. By cutting down expenses and adopting a more sustainable lifestyle, we can opt out of the capitalist economy and help build a better community and planet. The author suggests calculating real take-home pay by deducting taxes, transportation, and tool costs before considering any new purchases, and then weighing whether the energy they would put into paying for it is worth the product itself. The book also stresses the importance of buying small, buying local, and supporting the local farmers market for the benefit of the local economy. Furthermore, the book encourages readers to prioritize life-affirming work that contributes to the community and planet over higher-paying jobs. It also recommends seeking information beyond mainstream media to understand the corporate agenda. Additionally, the book emphasizes voting with one's dollars by investing in socially responsible mutual funds, supporting positive shareholder initiatives, and avoiding debt. Finally, readers are urged to support nonprofit organizations challenging the capitalist system to avoid contributing to the inevitable collapse of our social and environmental system. Building a sustainable economy. Creating a sustainable economy requires a values-driven approach. Individuals can promote change by creating a directory of local businesses that support their values, considering community currencies to reduce dependence on capitalist banks, supporting growth boundaries, affordable housing, and public transportation. Citizen engagement in politics is also crucial to bring values to the mainstream and finance campaigns with small contributions. The current market economy must be transformed into a system that supports community and sustainability, rather than furthering capitalist interests. Education and political movements. Take control of your democracy by educating yourself, supporting small and medium-sized businesses, strong unions, and advocating for campaign finance reform. Avoid endorsing corporate subsidies, monopolies, and global funding systems. Get engaged with political movements that truly resonate with your interests, and consider running for office. The book advocates for the public to take control of democracy by using their power of education and vote to check politicians' interests. The public should track voting records, understand the source of legislators' campaigns' funding, and subvert the power of big money-driven political parties. By supporting small and medium-sized business, strong unions, and advocating for campaign finance reform, you can advocate for the betterment of society rather than for the money world's best interests. The book also emphasizes the importance of engaging with political movements that align with your values and having a stronger grassroots base to advocate for a better democracy. Building a sustainable future. Create a better future by joining global networks, holding international institutions accountable, and getting involved in municipal foreign policies. If your work has global repercussions, connect with international alliances. Concerned citizens worldwide are working to keep international institutions, such as the International Monetary Fund and the World Trade Organization, responsible to human and environmental interests. Join a network to add your voice to theirs. Additionally, some towns and cities in the United States, Canada, Britain, and Australia have declared themselves MAI-free zones in response to their government's involvement in negotiating the Multilateral Agreement on Investment. Find out what your local government is doing to make a positive change for the planet and campaign for them to take action. To secure our place in the web of life, we must take responsibility for our freedom as a society by taking individual action and promoting a life-friendly future.
In conclusion, the key messages of the book highlight the importance of understanding and respecting life values, the planet, and its finite resources. Korten emphasizes the need for a shift from capitalism to a self-organized, sustainable, and cooperative approach, both at the community and global levels. By embracing cooperation and valuing diversity at every level, we can create a more balanced, equitable, and self-reliant world. The book drives home the need for personal and collective change, urging individuals to take action to simplify their lives, support local economies, remain informed, and engage in the political process. This call to action is essential to overcome the multiple challenges humanity and the planet face to build a brighter, more equitable, and life-affirming future.